Hi, I'm Gunilla Peterson. I am a veterinary surgeon and a life coach, and here I am with a few tips to how to make your life maybe slightly better. So I was talking to someone the other day about a really affluent person she happens to know, who seemed to be making life really difficult for himself. He had to go to a new site to film. He's an actor. And he decided he wanted his personal gym equipment shipped to the new work site, and then got really upset when the equipment arrived later than him, because obviously he was flying and the equipment was being shipped another way. So he couldn't keep up this routine he has apparently, and he got really upset with his staff, and then his staff in turn got quite upset with him. So I first thought he was a bit of a diva, right, which is the first thing you might think, but then thinking as a coach, I realized he must be stuck in his old mindset from before he became rich. Because he could just as easily have ordered a whole new bespoke gym equipment to arrive well before he did, and then, for example, donate to charity once the job was done and he went home, because that would have made him able to enjoy his personal gym from the get-go and then feel good about donating afterwards without upsetting all his staff. So this is really interesting because it's an example of both being stuck in our old ways of thinking and this all or nothing thinking. And it stops us from being open to new possibilities, and we don't allow ourselves to grow into our new situation we've created. I see this a lot with people with a money scarcity mindset, because even when they have money, they still hesitate spending it on making life easier for themselves. So most of us have some beliefs and habits that stick from when we were kids. I, for example, got bullied a lot as a child, so I have to watch my tendency to slip into people pleasing and not trust I'm good enough. It makes sense that as children we adopt ways of thinking and acting that will make us actually survive into adulthood, right? But once we grow up, it's great work to be aware of why we do the things we do and see if our actions serve us. It's incredibly hard to let go of old beliefs and habits, and even more so if we're not even aware of them. So when we work so hard to make a decent life for ourselves, it's a shame to not actually enjoy it because we're so stuck in our old child brain. And if you're stuck in some old victim mindset and you have just accepted that, for example, you can't have a normal relationship, or you can never have your own business, or even if you earn that money you shouldn't spend them because it's bad, or whatever it is you believe about yourself, you should know that anything is possible for you. Your brain is not cast in stone. Neuroplasticity is a reality. That means that your neural pathways, ability to adapt and change, and you are not your thoughts. So first of all, though, you need to be aware of where you're blocking yourself and what are the old beliefs that your brain is holding on to for dear life. I want you to think about a few things you may be finding difficult in your life right now and how you normally approach them. For example, how to get your personal gym equipment with you when you're working away in the story I started out with. So it could be how you stress out when having to make ends meet at the end of the month after month after month. How you're always slightly late for everything and have to make up excuses. How you can't get the kids to do what you want. How you tend to say yes when you mean no. Like keep getting upset and spinning for days when a client is not happy with your work. So what's behind this? What are you believing about yourself, about others, about money, about time, about parenting? Question these beliefs, because they are only your current way of thinking. They are not the truth cast in stone. And if your way of approaching things make life easier for yourself, and instead you're actually making it more difficult for yourself and others, you actually have the option to change it. So let me know where you're currently struggling. And if you'd like help to identify where you can change your current way of thinking and acting in order to make our life easier and more fun for yourself, reach out for a free consult. There's some info in bio, and you can always reach out and ask me any question.